The sister who's made the biggest impact on me would probably have to be Amanda Laramie, because she's the one who enticed me to come around. And if it wasn't for her, I probably wouldn't be here right now with Dana recording me about the senior video.
The sisters that have impacted me most, there's a few, there's not just one. Definitely Mia. Mia is her own type, and I love her for everything. She's wonderful.
Somewhere on the earth, I don't plan on going to space, so.
Mia is just brilliant. Like, she doesn't always seem like it, but she is so brilliant. Oh my goodness.
The sister that's impacted me the most is Ann Turvey, because I met her my first year, and then she joined, and she was kind of like the reason that I stayed, you know, like I joined for my older sister, and I like kind of found a new sister in Ann.
My big has been there for everything for me. She's amazing. Like, for my second year being here and like Sheldon cheating on me and all this stupid shit, she'd be like, it's okay, little, and like always would support me in whatever dumb thing I was upset about. And then Val is wonderful as well. Pledge sister, and she's just beautiful.
The sister that's made the biggest impact on me is definitely my big sister, Sarah. I feel like she always encourages me to like do the best I can, and she never makes me feel bad when I do something stupid and embarrassing. And we can always laugh about any problems we ever have, and she'll be my friend for life.
That would be Kate and Kristen, who are alumni now, but they're the shit. They made the biggest impact on me because more than just like the regular pledging events where you learn the history, you learn the fun facts, but they taught me like kind of like the loyalty part of it, where some of it was very embarrassing, like push-ups on Cairo's basement floor, not my proudest moment, but there was other moments where they're just like sitting at Kate's house, smoking a bowl, and we would just talk about the important things and like things that we're lacking at as a house and things that we're like really just amazing at as like a sisterhood. And those are the sisters that like really concreted why it's important and why every member is important and what you do is important. All right, next question.
See, that's a tough question because there's so many great events. So the one that I'll probably miss the most would probably have to be all of them, but especially all of them. But I guess especially the ones with food, because the food's really good.
The Deepher event that I'm gonna miss the most is Deepher Feaster, because it reminds me of like why the sisterhood is more of like my family, and you know, everybody wants to go home for Easter and be with their around family, and when we all sit there and eat dinner, it just feels really good.
I'm actually gonna miss senior day a lot because every time it's hilarious. And like the last two, I didn't even get that drunk, so like I usually have a pretty chill and fun senior day, and it's always fun to watch our like sisters be ridiculous, especially when Kelsey wore the unicorn costume for like the entire rest of the night.
My favorite memory with sisters is the thing I just said and then forgot. It was Sisterhood Retreat at Copper Harbor. I think it was like 2 years. It wasn't this past one because I planned the last Sisterhood Retreat. It was not as fun. But the one we had in Copper Harbor was super fun. We like did a bunch of like workshops and stuff that we like had to do. And they were kind of boring, like not gonna lie. But then we like all got pretty drunk after and were really loud and just like got to hang out, and it was super fun. So that was my favorite time.
So like sophomore year when Cairo still had a house, we used to go there all the time, and it was great. And one like random like weekend, we went there. We were all hanging out. It was with me, Jackie, and Olivia. We were there, and Jackie and I were just chilling. And Olivia, like, was already pretty drunk, I guess. We didn't really notice. And then she started, so she wanted to go home, and we're like, oh, just like wait a little bit, and we'll come with you. And she's like, oh no, like no, like I don't want to inconvenience you. As being like normal, sweet Olivia. and she kind of like disappeared on us, so we decided that we would leave too and go find her. And we walked like from Cairo to the house, which is a pretty straight shot, like it's easy to find, can't get lost, but we couldn't find Olivia. She wasn't at the house. So we ended up like backtracking. She wasn't like on the side of the road anywhere. Apparently she decided to walk up a road just in case she'd get caught or something, I don't know. We found her throwing up in the bushes. And every time she would have to go throw up, she would be like, I'm just gonna go give some nutrients to the earth. And I think it's hilarious every time because she loves biology.
Well, it happened yesterday. I got an ass tattoo of a unicorn. I would show you, but we're in the library and there's mirrors. But yeah, so there's at least 4 of us. Oh, and all the 5 towels are getting too.
So my most embarrassing memory would probably have to be last senior day when I peed my pants because I threw up too violently. But at least I did not throw up inside, and it was outside in the yard, so there's that.
Is what you stayed for different from why you joined? Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I went through formal recruitment and I joined because I don't know.
I joined because I was partying with Cassandra and Stooley, and I was like, this is some fun shit.
I don't know how to explain it. See, spitballing.
Kyle will edit out this stuff, so it's
Okay, that's good.
In a drunk, Deepher haze.
I don't know. I'm trying to think of like a good way to put it.
I stayed because it's like an extended family, and I'm not gonna get that other than like the people that I'm blood related to. So
I joined because I liked how they recruited me during formal recruitment, but I think I stayed because I made the friends that I did, and I just fell in love with not only the values but the sisters too.
bitches rock.
I mean, are you gonna edit this? I hope you do.
Yes.
Okay, because this is really good.
I think what's changed about me is I've just gotten a lot of more confidence and just really learned a lot about our values and what sisterhood means to me.
But we couldn't find Olivia. We found her throwing up in the bushes. And every time she would have to go throw up, she would be like, I'm just gonna go give some nutrients to the earth.
And I think I'm really gonna miss that the most, just like hanging out with sisters and being able to spend time with them.
Something that's changed the most about the sorority is that we started out, when I joined, we had like 12 members. We were very small, and then we grew to this massive chapter of 37. We are setting cap. That is amazing, and it's because of our sisters and the work that we put in, and just because we are goofy weirdos that we are.
A drunk memory that I don't remember. There's quite a few of these, and I'm sure many of you have your own beautiful drunk stories of me.
My favorite story that I don't remember happening is the walk home from Cairo with Dallas and Olivia one night when I only wore the unicorn jacket and I was freezing cold, and I cried every single step of the way about how cold I was, but rejected anyone's offer to help get me warm.
Well, probably not my favorite, but everyone else's favorite story that I don't remember happening is getting carried out on Founders Day, which if anybody ever tops, I hope they let me know.
Probably one of my favorite ones is Cassandra. Cassandra is an absolute saint. I was getting drunk at the Dog because my ex's parents were there and I hated them. They were awful humans. And I ended up drinking way more Long Island than I probably should have, and Cassandra found me passed out in the bathroom floor and brought me home and gave me a shower and put me on the couch and put me to sleep, and then had Adam check on me like every few hours, and I apparently threw up all over the Deepher floor, and Adam cleaned it up for me, so Adam, if you're here, you're wonderful as well.
My first summer in Houghton, I went to Sig Tau with Amanda, and I got really drunk. I don't know how, because I was lightweight. And she took me home and fed me, and she was like, eat this and stay here. And then Sarah walked in the door and said, pin number, you're coming with me back to Sig Tau. And I said, baby pin number, bite me.
This story's been told a million times, but I'll just tell it again. During Phi Rho's new member retreat, I got really wasted, and they brought me back to the house. I don't remember anything, but they took me back to the house, and I started running around like up and down the stairs, and I took my shirt off and was just running around. I got a big scratch on my back that I actually have a scar from. And Hannah Powers was running around trying to clean the wound because I kept trying to sit on the couch, which was at that time brand fucking new. Like, we had just gotten the new couch, and I was trying to sit on it with my bloody back. Wasn't wearing a shirt. Rachel Arthur tried to feed me cookies, and I spit them in her face. I kept calling Hannah, I think, Anna, and Marissa kept trying to correct me, and I yelled at her because I was like, I'm right and you're wrong, and she was really scared of me, and it was really funny. So yeah, I guess that's it.
What's your favorite story about yourself that you don't remember happening? I don't like any of those stories because I'm a drunk asshole.
Well, my first plan is gonna be to,
After graduation,
I have minimal clue.
I don't know.
Plans for after graduation. I'm not sure yet, so stay tuned. But
we're gonna see if Amanda can find a job.
After graduation, I'm going to move downstate with my sister and hopefully work at Chrysler.
I am still interviewing right now, and so if I don't get any other interviews, I'll be working for Walmart in Traverse City, and I'm hoping to come up as much as possible and spoil not only my littles, but the rest of the actives with a lot of beer.
I'm hoping to find a job, but I mean, I've got some time, so I'm not too worried about it.
Hopefully I'm in Minneapolis working for the company there.
most likely I will be on either fire crew in Montana or out in Alaska. So, whew, fire.
I'll be on a fire crew in Montana, so I'll be fighting wildland fires for the summer. After that, I'm really not sure. I might travel around. I might go more west and explore British Columbia and Canada and Washington, or I might come back to Michigan. I haven't really decided yet, but the world is my oyster, and I'll be around somewhere.
Hopefully by the time we all watch this video, I'll know what I'm doing after graduation. But as of now, I'm working on finding a job or maybe joining AmeriCorps.
My plans for after I graduate is to help you keep your lights on and work on the grid. I don't want to do finger guns.
Hopefully that job will allow me to visit frequently and hook you guys up with some sick barrels. I don't know. Hopefully I get to travel, find a job.
Right now I'm just gonna apply to medical school, but hopefully I can get a job and get paid.
I'll hopefully get a job in a medical lab in a hospital, or I'm gonna try to get into the accelerated master's program for the Peace Corps. So.